Hi there guys, it's Daniel Tech and I'm back with another one. So today I've got these for you. That's the in-ear monitors by KZ. Now I've got two different models. I've got the ATE and the ATR. And they're both slightly different, so what we're going to do is get into the packaging. So we've got the earphones here themselves. Just set them right there one moment. And then we've got some buds. And so this packet here does look like it's the kind of material that can recycle, so that's always good. And then in the box, what else have we got? It's just some user guide information, I suppose, saying how you can and can't use it, and also how to control the actual mic that this one's got on them and the button as well. Now these earphones, they're not going to be your standard to the audiophile type person out there, but they are a professional piece of equipment. So they are in-ear monitors, so IEMs. And we'll just pop them out of the packaging. The cable then, in terms of the length of the cable, you're getting a decent length in cable, so that's really good. It is at a right angle and it does have a good show on there, and it's got the branding on there, KZ. The cable itself feels pretty nice. And then you've got a good split off here. Again, a good boot on there, so that looks like it's quite rugged. And then you've got some weights on here, so that's because IEMs are meant to be worn basically in the ear. It flips over the back of the ear, so that's what it's going to look like in the ear. And again, that weight there is just to hold the wire down over the ear. So you're getting some rubbers then that are pre-installed on there, or should I say these are like a foam kind of one. And then you're getting two sets of rubber tips as well with these. And so what we need to do is we need to basically get some tips on these and let's test out the actual quality, because what I have been told is that the quality is really why. These, I picked them up on KC official store on AliExpress, and I believe I paid around £7. That was with shipping. Film here, I've chosen some tips I want to put on. I'm just going to get some music on the go. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've got the earphones in. I can actually hear myself inside myself. The isolation is really good. First thing I'm noticing is there's loads of bass there. Really heavy on the bass. Let's see if I can show you guys what I'm actually hearing. That's the quality that I'm getting out of these. I've got to tell you, better than any headphones I actually own at the moment. But again, they're not obviously for that purpose, as we understand. What I'm going to be actually using these for, and the reason I was so interested in them, is because I'm going to be using them to edit more than anything, so that I can actually hear everything that is going on. So it's definitely a really good piece of equipment to be having. On that track I was just listening to, there was definitely loads of bass. You had the mids there, it was nice and sharp and the sound quality, so I'm really actually impressed with these. We'll just quickly open the other packaging. Like I say, the only real difference with these is that these are not transparent. So, pull that up. Now I did order a set without inline mic, but it looks like they've tricked me and they've actually sent me both pairs have actually got inline mics, and these ones are more of just a glossy black finish. Right here, so you get a good seal, and then you don't get any sound leak. So that's the idea of in-ear monitors, really, is that you don't want any sound leak, especially if you are going to use them as actual monitors for playing guitar, for playing any instrument, or for if you're going to be using them as a singer. So again, even YouTubers that are starting out, that are singers, would be able to use these. These are going to be good enough quality as a starter piece of equipment. You don't have to go all expensive. I certainly didn't go all expensive when I first started, so let's have a look. Yes. Guys, I want you to be able to hear really. I I don't know if you can pick that up, the actual quality I'm getting. I don't know if you're going to be able to unless you buy a pair of these, but I'll certainly link down below where I got these from so that you can pick them up for the same bargain price. But to be honest with you, this pair, I think this pair is better than that pair. Let's just put them there a minute and we'll put these back in. These ones sound louder immediately. Put these back in. I think these ones are clear. These ones are definitely clearer. That's my opinion. ATR, these ones are, and these ones are the, I believe, the ATE. So, to be honest with you, I'd probably go for these ones. I don't know if there is actually any difference, it just feels to me like there actually is. But, like I say guys, a fantastic pair of in-ear monitors. For the money, you can't complain. You can't complain.